So Tarzan, this movie has been done and redone in different media forms and all that. I mean, it's been done more than a Kardashian sisters. So I wasn't too excited, to be honest with you, to catch this movie. The trailers really didn't do anything for me. I was really uninterested. I was hoping to walk in this movie and maybe help me change my mind. So is this movie really a true version of Tarzan we've all been waiting to see? Or does it just fall flat like most other reboots do? Let's find out. With that, I welcome you to another episode of The Road Mentor, where my goal, as always, is to enhance your movie watching experience. So Tarzan has been helmed by David Yates, who did around 3 of the Harry Potter series and is doing the upcoming prequel coming out next year. So that kind of sparked my interest. He did a pretty good job in those movies and what have you. But unfortunately, let me just say right now, throughout the movie, I just kept thinking to myself, he Tarzan, she Jane, I'm bored. This movie lacked a lot of life to it. It's very lackluster. I was checking my watch every few minutes to see how long this movie was and was just dying to get out of there. I'm not saying it's the worst movie I've ever seen, but it just wasn't a fun adventure. When you think Tarzan, I just want to see a fun adventure, maybe a good family film, whatever the case is. And this one just kind of truds along. It's very dark, and there's a lot of issues with the movie, with some good sprinkled in here and there. Now, Alex Skarsgård, I believe is his name, who we know from True Blood. He plays, the role of Tarzan, and he looks the part, but he just doesn't really do a good job of really giving us, I guess, a bigger-than-life character, which Tarzan should be. Again, he's hardly ever smiles, very brooding, very dark, and he just sucks the life out of this movie. I wanted something fun, if nothing else, a fun, entertaining flick, and he was one of the biggest problems why I didn't like it. It was hard to connect with this guy, even root for him. Now, this movie also has Samuel Jackson, who I love, and Samuel Jackson is doing what Samuel Jackson does. He's loud, obviously cusses a few times, and he does breathe some life into this movie and brings the moments of levity this movie desperately needed. But he seemed out of place. It was kind of weird seeing Sam Jackson doing his shtick in this kind of movie, and I like him a lot. He was fun, but it just didn't kind of fit in. There was no chemistry between him and Skarsgård at all. And of course, we also have Christoph Waltz, who plays the main villain. He was fine. He was unmemorable, but he was okay. I mean, there's a moment in there, here and there, and there's a little dinner scene that kind of reminded me of the beginning of Inglourious Basterds and all that. And I love Christoph Waltz. He's done great roles in the past. But this one, just the script didn't really do him justice, unfortunately. Now, on the positive side, Margot Robbie, who I adore. She's really great almost everything she's in. Well, not this Margot Robbie. Obviously, I'm thinking ahead of the Suicide Squad, which I'm really excited about, and because I'm watching this movie and now I really can't wait for that one to come out. But this Margot Robbie, she's actually fine. She's actually breathes some life into it, along with Sam Jackson's character. But the difference between her is that she actually fit into the role. She was great. She was spunky, had life. She's great looking. Pretty much, she can do no wrong. And even if she was bad in this movie, I'd probably still say she was pretty good because she's hot. But really, the biggest crime this movie does, besides not giving us something fun, is on the technical basis. There's some really nice cinematography, but ultimately, the CG is horrendous in this movie. It set back CGI 20 years. The model just put the Muppets there instead of some of the animals that they use. And which is odd because we just came off Jungle Book, which is a very entertaining movie and looked fantastic. The animals look so realistic, and here was quite the opposite. At moments it were okay, but for the most part, the CG was uneven. It looked really bad. You can notice the green screen. The gorillas especially didn't move lifelike, and we've seen great work done before, but not just in Jungle Book, but in movies like Rise and Dawn, The Planet of the Apes. So there's really no excuse for this kind of poor technical performance here, and I blame Yates for that. He should have done better, and he's done better with the Harry Potter series. So ultimately, listen, there's no mystery here. There's no way I can recommend you guys watch this movie, and not even on video. This is actually the quintessential Netflix and chill movie. You put this on, watch the first 5-10 minutes, get bored, and start doing what you gotta do, because you're not gonna care what's on the screen, what's on your TV. Anything more than that, I don't recommend it. Save your money. There's much better movies to see out there, particularly this summer season. This is not worth your time. Like I said, I was bored. I'm not saying it's a horrendous movie by any stretch of the imagination, but it's definitely not a good film. It's definitely not worth your $10, $15, whatever it is that you pay these days. And so stay away as much as you can. I can't stress enough how boring and lifeless this movie is. So, are you guys gonna watch it? If you enjoyed it, good for you guys. Let me know, comment below as always. And don't forget to subscribe and feed my need to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards. See you guys next time.